Okay, I'm gonna review the US Dream Joyo pedal. First off, it sounds really good. I'm more into, or have been anyways, I like the OCD overdrive. Okay, and I have a OCD copy, and it's actually a Joyo OCD copy that's been tweaked a little bit, and it sounds wonderful. And it's the ultimate drive is what Joyo calls it, and I would recommend that one also. It is a really good pedal, and you cannot beat it for the 20 some odd dollars that you can get it for. I think you can get one for like 25 bucks, 25 to $30. But the US Dream, it's got a little more, I guess it's bassier to an extent as far as as far as overdrive. It's just it's got a lot more deep, overdrive to it. I guess it's the mids in it. I'm not exactly sure, but when I throw in my OCD clone, it's a lot higher and screamier and everything. Now don't get me wrong, the US Dream, you can scream with it. It's just got a little more balls as far as I'm concerned. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's a ballsier pedal, and it sounds really freaking good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with everything at 12 o'clock first, and then I'll adjust, and I'll tell you what I'm adjusting to. This is my clean sound. Okay, and here's the US Dream at 12 o'clock all the way. But it's got a volume, a distortion, and a tone pot, okay, or switches, or whatever you want to call them, knobs. The distortion, to me, it's more like an overdrive than it is a true distortion. That's just how I feel. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get some really close to metal sounds with it. I'm kind of using it. I bring the distortion or the overdrive knob down a little bit about at 9 o'clock or so, and I'm getting what I would think would be a smooth, ballsy overdrive, and it sounds really good. But that's at 12 o'clock. Let me do some changes on it. Okay, and what I ended up doing was I ended up putting the tone at about 3 o'clock, which is where I really like it. I think it sounds great there. The distortion knob, I put it about 9 o'clock, and the volume, I'm just keeping it at noon, okay? To excuse my playing. I'm not a rock star, not even close, but it sounds really good there. Alright, I'll change those settings again. Okay, this time I've got the distortion at 3 o'clock and the tone at 3 o'clock still, and the volume's the same. it sounds real good. I'm real close to my amp, and so my amp's giving some feedback. If I was a little bit further, it'd be fine. I've used it. I'm like 2 feet away from the amp, so I'm getting a little bit of feedback, but that's not the pedal. It's not the pedal at all, other than the fact that the pedal is driving the piss out of the guitar and driving the piss out of the amp. Let me see what else I can get off of it. I'll throw everything off, you know, at 6 o'clock, which is all the way up. Anyways, that's it in a nutshell as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not the player to make it shine. I will actually put it in the settings that I like it at, add a little bit of delay, and see what she sounds like then. Okay, and these are the settings that I like, and what that is the distortion's at 9 o'clock, the tone is at around 3 o'clock, and the volumes, I keep it around noon, okay? So. But to me it sounds really good. I can get some really good tone out of it, and when I'm playing along with some backtracks or with my Ditto pedal or anything, it sounds really, really good. I'm sure I'll do some recordings with it, probably with this guitar. There's no telling. I end up playing a Les Paul a good bit, and a Strat, one of the Strats, and maybe even the Jazzmaster. But and I played all of them through it. I wanted to make sure everything sounded good. Of course, today I was just playing through the bridge pickup on this this Hamer, and I love this guitar too. But I really wanted to just see how dynamic the pedal was and what it sounded like through a lot of different guitars, and it sounds really good. As I said, it's just got that ballsier overdrive to it. Versus an OCD. If you like an OCD, I completely recommend getting the Ultimate Drive from Joyo. But you always want something with a little more balls, and to me the US Dream nails it completely. So hopefully this helps some. If it didn't, well, you just wasted 9 minutes, and suck it up, big girl. Have a good night.